Welcome all. Today's top breaking news with Gitanjali from Bayan Times. Andhra Pradesh government and Amazon partner to train assist women entrepreneurs. The state government has embarked on a new initiative to train women to make toys and other items and help them market the products. This was announced when Industries, Commerce and Information Technology IT Minister Mekapati Gautam Reddy held a video conference with representatives of Amazon and discussed the company's Saheli program to empower women by making them entrepreneurs. The minister said that as part of Saheli, women in Andhra Pradesh will be trained in making toys and other products and will be given marketing facilities to sell the products. Gautam Reddy further said many Telugu people are shining in the IT sector globally and the government is trying to bring them back so the sector in the state gets strengthened. Amazon is also keen on bringing about revolutionary changes in education, agriculture, medical, and power sectors, he added. Remarkable development can be achieved with small reforms and innovative technologies. We will involve the people involved in development and deliver the benefits of welfare schemes at people's doorsteps using technology, Gautam Reddy said. Andhra Pradesh, Rs 86 lakh ICU with 10 beds set up at Kadapa RIMS. An intensive care unit for COVID 19 patients has been set up at RIMS at a cost of Rs 86 lakh. The 10-bed ICU with all modern facilities was inaugurated by Government Chief Veep G. Shrikant Reddy, MP YS Avinash Reddy, and District Collector C. Hari Kiran here. Speaking on the occasion, the Chief Veep said the newly set up ICU will be helpful to combat COVID 19. At present, 6 COVID care centers with 2,000 beds are functioning in the district. Plans are afoot to increase the bed strength in the care centers by 1,000, keeping in view the rise in COVID 19 cases in the district. A four-pronged strategy is being implemented in the district to provide quality made care to COVID 19 patients admitted to hospitals and in home isolation. The district administration is making concerted efforts to curb the spread of coronavirus in Kadapa, he said. Ramesh Kumar reinstated as Andhra Pradesh Election Commissioner. Nimagada Ramesh Kumar was reinstated as State Election Commissioner SEC late on. However, his reinstatement is subject to the outcome of the special leave petition SLP filed by the state government in the Supreme Court. Panchayat Raj Principal Secretary Gopal Krishna Dwivedi issued an order for publication of the notification in compliance with the orders of the High Court. The notification, issued in the name of Governor Biswa Bhushan Harichandan, said that in accordance with the orders of the HC in read petition number 8163 of 2020, Ramesh Kumar has been restored to the position of SEC, but the notification is subjected to the outcome of SLPC number 7294 of 2020. During the hearing on the SLP filed on July 24, Senior Advocate S.K. Ganguly, appearing for the state government, told the court the government would comply with the High Court's orders. Second phase of PMG-KAY begins in Telangana. Distribution of rice under the Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Anna Yojana PMG-KAY2 has commenced in the state. As much as 2.87 lakh tons of rice has been allotted to Telangana under PMG-KAY1 and 4.79 lakh tons under PMG-KAY2, the entire cost of which is borne by central government. Distribution under PMG-KAY1 has been completed. Under PMG-KAY2, the lifting of the July allocation 95,810 tons has been completed, and around 55% of the August allocation 52,700 tons has also been lifted in advance by the state government, according to a press release by the Food Corporation in India. About 81 crore beneficiaries covered under National Food Security Act NFSA and Antyodaya Anna Yojana AAY are being provided 5 kg of rice or wheat free of cost under this scheme. Sink of SCCL solar plant in Telangana completed. Singareni Collieries Company Limited SCCL Chairman and Managing Director N. Sridhar announced that the government-owned coal company has successfully completed the synchronization of a 30 megawatt solar power plant, which was taken up as part of setting up a 300 megawatt solar power plant. Out of the phase 1 production of 129 megawatt, the SCCL officials have so far completed the construction of a 10 megawatt solar power plant at Jaipur in Mancherial, and with the addition of the 30 megawatt at Manuguru, the total solar power supplied to the grid reached 40 megawatt, he said. The SCCL chairman made these statements in a note released to the media here. He also mentioned they would start the works on the proposed 50 megawatt plant at Ramagundam 3 area and 30 megawatt plant at Illandu area in next 2 months. Though the construction works were delayed by the COVID outbreak and subsequent lockdown, we managed to complete the works at Manuguru plant in time by taking all necessary precautions, he added. The construction of the Manuguru plant was taken up in a 150-acre land situated near Old Manuguru village at an estimated cost of 125 crore. As many as 1 lakh solar panels have been arranged in this plant, he told. Iyatala Rajender all for promoting Ayurveda. Health Minister Iyatala Rajender assured Shripad Naik, the Minister of State in the Ministry of Ayush, of promoting natural forms of medical practices for the prevention and mitigation of COVID-19. In a video conference with Naik, Iyatala urged the centre to support the ancient form of medical practice by allotting more funds for research. Acknowledging that homeopathic and Ayurvedic medicines are in demand for their immunity-boosting properties amid the pandemic, the minister appealed to the centre to allot a higher budget for research in this regard. Pharmacies must be strengthened to ensure last-mile delivery along with manufacturing of these medicines, Iyatala said. Telangana has 4 hospitals for Ayurveda, 3 each for Unani and homeopathy, and 1 college for naturopathy. There are also 343 dispensaries for Ayurveda, 184 for Unani, 199 for homeopathy, and 28 for naturopathy. Demolition of Secretariat complex likely to conclude on Saturday. The demolition of the massive structures at the old Secretariat complex has begun here on Friday. The authorities have hired gigantic machinery from Mumbai for demolition of these 8 storied buildings, which is likely to conclude by Saturday evening. Thereafter, the debris is likely to be cleared in a week or 2. Meanwhile, Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao will review the progress of demolition works with the officials and architects Oscar and Ponni at Pragati Bhavan on Friday. The meeting will focus on finalizing the designs for integrated secretariat and make preparations for construction. Andhra Pradesh 3 capital bills get JUV's assent. Clearing the legislative hurdle to Chief Minister Y.S. Jagannath Reddy's plan to have 3 capitals for Andhra Pradesh, Governor Biswa Bhushan Harichandan on Friday gave his assent to the Andhra Pradesh Decentralization and Inclusive Development of All Regions Bill 2020 and the Andhra Pradesh Capital Region Development Authority Repeal Bill 2020. Though the 2 bills will now formally become law following the Governor's assent, the government will have to clear legal hurdles before it could finally make it 3 capitals plan a reality. The issue is now pending before the Andhra Pradesh High Court. The 2 bills were passed only by the Legislative Assembly twice, first on January 20 and next on June 16, and were not cleared by the Legislative Council. The Council chairman, using his discretionary powers, referred the 2 bills to select committees for wider examinations, but the committees itself were not constituted all these months. But the government sent the bills to the governor for his assent under Article 197(1) and 2 of the Constitution, and after wide-ranging legal consultations, he gave his assent to the new legislation, official sources said. Andhra Pradesh, Telangana coronavirus updates. At least 10 people died after allegedly consuming sanitizer in Prakasam district of Andhra Pradesh on Friday. Darsi MLA M. Venugopal told that several people addicted to alcohol were found consuming sanitizers mixed with water or soft drinks. Telangana reported 1,986 new cases of the coronavirus in last 24 hours, taking the state's tally to 62,703. Telangana's COVID bulletin said on Friday, at least 14 people have succumbed to the disease in the last 24 hours, taking the death toll past 500. A total of 45,388 people have recovered until now, while 16,796 cases are still active cases. Telangana's recovery rate stands at 72.3%. Meanwhile, Andhra Pradesh recorded the highest single day spike of 10,167 COVID 19 cases as the cumulative touched 1,30,557. This was the second straight day of over 10,000 new cases in the state. A new day's high fatalities of 68 pushed toll to 1,281. Spot cops on bicycles this Bakrid in Old City area. It's like the good old days again when policemen riding bicycles was a familiar sight in the city. In view of Bakrid, Hyderabad police are performing their patrol duties on their cycles in the old city. Constables in the south zone have been given bicycles to maintain law and order during Bakrid. In Charminar police station limits, 3 constables have already been performing patrol duties on brand new bicycles. Officials say this helps cops in traveling to interior places which may be crowded and mingling with people. Meanwhile, DGP M. Mahinder Reddy said strict action would be taken against illegal animal slaughter in line with the central government guidelines. Cases will be registered against those violating the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals Act. With this, we conclude with our today's news headlines. For more such latest news and updates, like, share, and subscribe Buy and Times.